ladies and gentlemen. I'm back. It's RFG. I'm back at it today, and I'm here to go over some of the most profound information that anybody could ever understand or grasp. I'm back to shatter more paradigms, so just stay tuned and listen very carefully. I'm going to go ahead and let the music play out. Alright? Everything we've been told about this universe is a lie. Alright? So, we'll go ahead and get it started. Alright? Go ahead and get it started. Now, this particular universe we live in, mainstream science, mainstream astronomy, mainstream astrophysics, they love to say that this is an electric universe, that we live in an electric universe, all right? But the electricity wouldn't exist if you wouldn't have two other components that build the electricity to begin with, all right? The electricity consists of something that is more organic than the electricity itself, all right? All electric forces are nothing but a accumulation of orgone and plasma energy, all right? Electricity is nothing but an accumulation of orgone and plasma energy, all right? That is vibrating on electricity vibrates on a lower frequency. You see what I'm saying? So when the pure orgone energy comes out of the black holes of the universe, all right, pure orgone energy comes out of the black hole of the universe, and the orgone energy starts to get trapped in these subatomic magnetic fields, all right? These little tiny subatomic magnetic fields, they look like little cubes, and they get the little orbs of orgone energy, and the orgone energy starts to move around in the subatomic magnetic field, and the magnetic field gives the orgone energy the illusion of light, all right? It gives the orgone energy the illusion of light, because this magnetic field, it makes the orgone energy more dense. It makes it denser. All right? It's all a fucking illusion. Don't you know, ladies and gentlemen, magnetic fields can create optical illusions. I'm going to repeat that. Magnetic fields create optical illusions. Go look it up. And guess what? You're living in a fucking optical illusion right now, and it's called the physical universe. All matter you see, all physical matter you see, is nothing but orgone energy that has been condensed in subatomic magnetic fields, and these subatomic magnetic fields that trap the orgone energy, they're called light photons. They're called light photons, all right? So we are actually nothing but orgone energy that has become trapped in subatomic magnetic fields known as the light photons. When the light photons come together, they create neutrinos. When the neutrinos come together, they create atoms. When the atoms come together, they create molecular structures. All right? So if we break down matter to the smallest point in the universe, we're going to get it down to this right here, which is the light photon. All right, the subatomic magnetic field that has magnetized 13 orbs of orgone energy, and these orbs of orgone energy, they rotate in this tiny cube, and it gives the light the illusion of matter. It gives the light the illusion of matter, all right? Orgone energy is pure light that vibrates on a frequency so high that we can't really see it with the naked eye. We cannot see orgone energy with the naked eye, but guess what? We can feel it, and it does exist. All right? All right? because organ is nothing but chi energy or prana energy. All right, when you have an orgasm, that's organ energy being released from your body. When you have an orgasm, that's organ energy being released from your body. So can't nobody say that organ energy doesn't exist. Organ energy is responsible for all life in the universe. Organ energy exists in higher realms as well. All right. All gods, all deities, all humans are alive, and we actually exist in different realms simultaneously, okay, because of this organ energy. And we cannot see the organ energy through the photon spectrum. All right, the only time organ energy is visible is when organ energy gets trapped in the subatomic magnetic fields. All right, and when it does happen, when the organ energy gets trapped in these magnetic fields, it gives the organ energy the illusion of matter. And the first state of matter in the universe, all right, when these photons come together, the first thing that they create is plasma. Plasma, all right? The first form of matter that is created in the universe is plasma, all right? Now, plasma is a mover, all right? Plasma is a mover of energy and information. Plasma is the ultimate transporter of energy and information. It's plasma. This is how the stars communicate with one another. This is how the planets communicate with one another. This is how, if we go into deep meditation, we can communicate with other life forms on other solar systems. We can do that through the plasma. You see what I'm saying? Because the star, see, this is Kirlian. When you research Kirlian photography can pick up light waves and energy waves that exist outside of the photon spectrum. So if you want to see something that is existing outside of the visible light spectrum, you can use a Kirlian camera and pick up energy that exists outside of the photon spectrum. So when you use a Kirlian camera, all right, outside of the Earth's atmosphere, and you, like I said, and you focus it in on the stars, this is what's going to be picked up. This is plasma energy. This is plasma energy that is moving magnetic waves, all right, across the cosmos. The plasma energy is moving different magnetic vibrations across the cosmos. All right, the stars communicate with each other. The planets communicate with each other. We live in a giant organism. All right, the same way that information and energy is transported through the neurons in our brains, is the same way the energy and the information is transported from star to star or planet to planet. All right, plain and simple. You see this? This is a plasma globe. This right here is a plasma globe. So inside, look at this. Inside of the globe, you have a core. And what this core really represents is a black hole. This core represents a black hole, all right, which is dark matter, all right, which is nothing but pure ether energy. All right, that's another name for organ energy, is ether energy. And out of the black hole, the plasma is emitted, and it condenses and keeps condensing. The plasma gets denser, and it forms into liquids and solids. All right, and it creates asteroids, it creates comets, it creates planets, it creates planets that are gas giants, it creates stars. All right, and these particular astrological objects that are born, they are living entities. All right? Because every living entity has an aura. Every living entity has some form of a aura, of an electromagnetic aura. All right? So the same way we have an aura, the sun has an aura. The earth has an aura. All right? All other stars in the galaxy have an aura. The galaxy itself has an aura. Every living entity has an aura. All right? So what I'm going to be breaking down here is the Aurora Borealis. I'm going to be breaking down the Aurora Borealis. All right? And I'm going to be breaking down how human souls are born into this physical universe. I'm going to be breaking down how living souls are born into this universe, all right? The living souls, we come from, like I said, we're either reincarnated from other life, from another life on the earth, or you have new souls that come from other dimensions, and there is a black hole. There's a black hole underneath the sun. The black hole underneath the sun is pure ether orgone energy. And it is basically a giant electromagnetic vortex, but it's being emitted from pure orgone ether energy. All right? And out of this ether energy, you get pure orgone energy. When the orgone energy comes through the sun, all right, it turns into plasma. When the orgone energy comes from the black hole underneath the sun, the orgone energy enters the sun and it becomes plasma. All right? So folks, you know what that means? That means the orgone energy is stronger than fucking nuclear energy, because the sun deals with plasma and nuclear energy. All right? This is a fact. Okay? So this means for orgone energy to exist and thrive inside of the fucking sun, that means that our souls are more powerful than the goddamn stars, folks. Our souls are more powerful than the goddamn stars, folks. Because we are orgone energy. We are orgone energy, ether, etheric, chi energy. And this energy lives within the sun. When the orgone energy gets dense, and starts to heat up, it turns into plasma. All right? So the orgone energy, when it enters the sun, that's when the orgone energy gets trapped in the subatomic magnetic fields, and it gives the pure light the illusion of matter. All right? Now, when this happens, okay, there is a solar eruption. All right? They call it a solar flare. All right? And it's like purely orgone energy that became dense and got trapped in the light photon spectrum. All right? It got trapped in the subatomic magnetic fields called light photons, and it gave it the appearance of plasma. All right? So the pure orgone energy went through the sun and it turned into plasma. So the plasma that's being emitted by the solar eruption, all right, it creates solar wind, and the plasma goes through the magnetic field of the earth. How is that possible? Because there's two holes. There's two holes in the magnetic field of the earth. All right, you have the so-called North Pole and then the South Pole. All right, and when this happens, the orgone energy, which is the plasma, all right, became dense and turned into plasma. It hits the Earth's magnetic field. The Earth's magnetic field causes the plasma to get denser and denser to the point where it is now in the full photon spectrum. And this is when the human aura, all right, is born before your soul even enters a life form. And this is what causes the Aurora Borealis. Ladies and gentlemen, The Aurora Borealis is nothing but souls. All right? Whether they're animal, they could be souls of wild animals. They could be souls of humans. They could be souls of wild animals. They could be souls of humans. And they're being emitted from the sun, from the solar wind, pure orgone energy that comes from the black hole underneath the sun. All right? And then that ether energy gets dense and it becomes trapped in these tiny light photons. The light photons give the orgone energy the illusion of matter. All right, the light photons give the orgone energy the illusion of matter, which is plasma. You see, plasma is nothing but orgone energy that became dense. All right, this is matter in its purest form. These are literally souls being birthed onto the Earth's surface. The Aurora Borealis, all right, is nothing but new souls being emitted on the Earth, all right, and getting ready to occupy new life forms, whether they are animals, wild animals, or humans, all right? So basically this orgone energy here, this pure plasma energy, it falls into the plants. You see what I'm saying? The animals eat the plants, and then you see what I'm saying? The animals mate with each other, and that same plasma energy that the animal ate, all right, it gets absorbed in the reproductive organs of the animal, and that same plasma energy is used to create an entire new life. All right? All right, this is how new souls are born on the earth. Okay? And I'm just, before I play this video, I just have to have you guys realize this. All right? The earth has a natural magnetic field, and then the earth has an unnatural, then the earth has an unnatural magnetic field, okay? Once again, the earth has a natural magnetic field, and then the earth has a magnetic shield, which is an unnatural magnetic field. All right? So this unnatural magnetic field right here is actually being emitted by the moon. I'm going to repeat that. The unnatural magnetic field over the earth is being emitted by the moon. All right? This shield right here, this magnetic shield over the earth, it allows souls to come in, but it doesn't allow souls to come out. All right? It allows souls to come in through this shield, but it doesn't allow souls to get out. This is the moon matrix. This is the moon matrix, the Saturn moon matrix right here. All right? The sun emits the souls onto the earth. The different stars emit souls on different planets. All right? But on this earth in particular, we have an extra layer over the magnetic field of the earth, which is unnatural, which is being emitted by the moon. All right? All right? Now, I'm going to break this down so everyone gets it. I'm going to play this video. Pay attention and listen very carefully. This guy is going to give you like the scientific breakdown of how the Aurora Borealis is formed and created.
On Arctic nights, the aurora often flames across the winter sky. What is it, and where does it come from? This is where the tale of the aurora starts. On the sun, a star of average size among billions of other stars in our Milky Way. The sun acts as an enormous power plant. The energy is created deep inside the core of the sun.
He's not going to mention the black hole or the ether energy. He's not going to mention anything about the light photons. All right, he's only going to break things down on a molecular level as far as hydrogen. Yeah, on an atomic level, which is, the hydrogen, the reaction of hydrogen inside of the sun.
Here the temperature is over 14 million degrees, and the pressure so enormous that hydrogen atoms are squeezed together into another element, helium. This nuclear reaction releases energy. The light radiates outward from the core of the sun. In the outer layers, the heat moves to the surface in huge eddies called convection cells. These electrical currents of charged gas create magnetic fields inside the sun. In some places, strong magnetic fields push their way up through the surface. They slow down the eddies of hot gas.
Okay, what this is this is plasma energy, all right, which is pure ether orgone energy that has become dense, all right, and became trapped in the light photon spectrum. Soon as the orgone energy entered the sun, all right, and that orgone energy that just became plasma, it's now being emitted outside of the sun. All right, the magnetic field of the sun, it's emitting the plasma away from it. All right, it's emitting the plasma away from it, and that plasma is gonna shoot. It's gonna shoot onto Mercury. It's gonna shoot onto Venus, and it's gonna shoot onto the Earth.
The surface cools, and darker sunspots appear. The electrically charged gas is called plasma.
There you go.
The plasma drags the magnetic field further outwards. The magnetic field stretches and twists like a rubber band. And then the rubber band breaks.
Okay, so these are new souls. Ladies and gentlemen, these are literally new souls getting ready to enter the Earth's atmosphere.
Several billion tons of plasma is hurled out from the sun. This is called a solar storm. The solar storm can reach speeds over 8 million kilometers an hour. After 6 hours, it blows past the planet Mercury.
Now notice Mercury didn't have any field that was actually trapping that energy.
After 12 hours, the planet Venus.
Venus had no field, had no energy field that was trapping the sun's energy. All right, so Mercury and Venus had no magnetic field that was trapping the sun's energy. You know why, folks? Because Mercury and Venus don't have any moons. Because Mercury and Venus don't have a fucking artificial moon. And I'm going to break that down really soon.
And after 18 hours, the solar storm reaches Earth. When the solar storm reaches our planet, something strange happens. An invisible shield, the Earth's magnetic field, deflects the storm.
Now, the magnetic field is normal. Every planet and star has a magnetic field. What I'm saying is about three of these energy fields here are natural. The fourth band is going to be unnatural. All right? The fourth band is going to be unnatural, and that's being emitted over the Earth because of the moon, because of the moon's frequency. All right, the moon is actually responsible for the extra band over the Earth's magnetic field. And this extra band makes sure that fucking the fucking ether energy. You see what I'm saying? This fucking plasma ether energy does not leave Earth. And this is why when you go up into the Earth's atmosphere, you see this fucking blue mist. All right, you can go research this. You see a giant blue mist at the top of the Earth's atmosphere. Ladies and gentlemen, those are fucking souls that can't escape this goddamn fourth band. You see what I'm saying? That was put over the magnetic field by the moon, all right?
The magnetic fields couple together and create a funnel where the gas streams down on the daylight side of the pole. This is the daylight aurora. The magnetic fields stretch further back and couple together. The magnetic rubber band breaks, and gas from the solar storm streams along the magnetic lines towards the poles on the night side. This is the nighttime aurora.
Okay, so you have an aurora in both poles. The souls enter both poles. All right. So right here you have the so-called northern lights, the aurora borealis, and then you can research this right here. You have the Australia borealis. Yeah, you have the Australia borealis, which happens at, near the South Pole, near the southern hemisphere, and then you have the northern lights, which is the aurora borealis. You can research this for yourself. All right. There's also scenes in Ghostbusters, in the movie Ghostbusters, when you saw those green, those green clouds in the sky, that green fog, those are souls. All right, just like the Ghostbusters movie. You have an aurora borealis in the northern hemisphere, and then you have an Australia borealis in the southern hemisphere. All right, and that proves that the Earth has two different poles, and that also proves that the Earth is a three-dimensional shaped object. Okay, and that proves that, you know what I'm saying, the play school theory that has been promoted for the past 5.5 years is nonsensical. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and stay on topic. Once again, our souls come from stars. Our souls come from black holes that exist under stars. All right, each star has a mini black hole that, you see what I'm saying, lives in unison with it. So the black hole under the sun is pure ether, orgone energy. All right, it creates an electromagnetic vortex. It shoots the ether orgone energy through the sun, and when the orgone energy hits the sun, the orgone energy becomes trapped in Metatron's cubes, which are tiny. There's trillions, hundreds of trillions, hundreds of quadrillions of these tiny subatomic magnetic fields, and it traps the orgone energy in it, and it gives the orgone energy the illusion of matter. When the orgone energy has the illusion of matter, all right, it becomes plasma. When the orgone energy becomes trapped in the light photon spectrum, it becomes plasma. All right, the plasma is then emitted from the sun. It is shot into Earth's direction, and it goes through the two magnetic poles on the Earth. All right, and this is how new souls become trapped on the earthly realm. All right, there is an extra layer. There's an extra layer of the magnetic field over the Earth, which is an unnatural layer, and that is what the moon was created for. So souls could come into the earth but not escape. All right. Now, for everyone who thinks this is, you know what I'm saying, pseudo or some kind of bullshit, some kind of hocus pocus bullshit, all right, we're going to give you guys an etymology lesson. One of the original names for the sun is Sol. One of the original names for the sun is Sol. S-O-L, Sol. Isn't that Latin? Isn't that Latin for sun? Soul? Oh, yeah. Because, like I said, the goddamn souls, the fucking souls come from the sun. They come from the stars, folks. Plasma energy. You have plasma in your blood. The plasma is a piece of your soul, folks. All right? All right? Plasma is nothing but orgone energy that became trapped in the light photon spectrum. All right? All right? So right here, this is where our soul originates from. Everybody on the earth, this is where your soul originates from. Soul, the sun, right? The ancients called it soul, okay? Because they knew the information, they knew the sacred information of the journey of the human soul, all right? Because they truly grasped the concept of dark alchemy, because higher gods taught that information to humanity. Okay, so right here, this is more evidence. The glyph of Leo looks like a sperm cell. The glyph of Leo looks like a sperm cell. Now, why is that significant? Didn't I just say that our souls were birthed from the sun? All right, the sun is responsible for over 90% of life on the earth, and it is literally the stargate that was used to get our soul from one dimension into this dimension. All right, the sun is the stargate of this solar system, and it's where our souls were shot onto earth. Okay, the same way a sperm cell is shot into a womb to create life. All right, as above, so below. This is why the glyph of Leo looks like a sperm cell, and Leo rules the sun. You see what I'm saying? You see, it's all connected. It's all connected. Now, we're going to break down what the fucking moon is. We've been given so many hints and so many clues what the fucking moon is, all right? The goddamn Pac-Man video game. We have the crescent moon eating the ghosts. We have the crescent moon eating the ghosts, showing you that the moon is a soul eater. The moon, all right, it has some kind of connection to eating souls, to eating ghosts. Interesting, interesting. Let's take it to Dragon Ball Z. Mr. Piccolo. Mr. Piccolo was the melanated Moor. Mr. Piccolo was the melanated Moor, all right, with the Moorish attire, okay? And he liked to meditate near pyramids. He liked to meditate near pyramids, right? And in one of the episodes of Dragon Ball Z, Piccolo reached a form of meditation and reached a high enough vibration to where he activated the pyramid's energy, and it destroyed the goddamn moon. It destroyed the energies of the pyramids, destroyed the goddamn moon. And let's take this shit to the movie Transformers, Revenge of the Fallen, all right? The Revenge of the Fallen movie with Transformers. You had Megatron and the Fallen One. They used the pyramids to try to annihilate the sun. You see what I'm saying? But you see, they told us the truth in reverse. They told us the goddamn truth in reverse. The pyramid energy is somehow, when activated, is going to go directly against the moon's frequency, folks. All right? All right? Also, the Death Star. The Death Star in Star Wars. That's all the moon. That is all the fucking moon, folks. The moon is an artificial construct. I'm going to repeat that. The moon is an artificial construct constructed by draconian reptilians and insectoids. Okay? And it was created to emit a very low vibrational frequency on the earth, which causes life forms to consume other life forms. See? And also, the moon is used to emit an entirely extra layer of a magnetic shield over the Earth. So the moon emits a very low vibrational frequency onto the Earth's surface, and it also is responsible for creating the extra layer of the magnetic field around the Earth, folks. All right? And now, as crazy as this sounds, folks, it's real. And it's why souls can be birthed into Earth's atmosphere, but for thousands and thousands of years, we haven't been able to leave the Earth's atmosphere. All right? All right? And this information is backed up by Credo Mutwa. This is backed up by the master teacher of the Zulu tribe. All right? Rest in power, Credo Mutwa. He went over this information on many different occasions, and Credo Mutwa broke down what the moon exactly is according to the teachings of the Zulu. Okay? Okay? You know what I'm saying? This is coming directly from the ancestors who got their information directly from the gods. All right? And you want more evidence? You want more fucking evidence? Just go watch the movie Soul. Just go watch the movie Soul and pay attention to the character named Moonwind. Pay attention to the character named Moonwind. There was a character named Moonwind in Soul, all right? And see what Mr. Moonwind was about. And like I said, the role of Moonwind in the movie Soul, that does nothing but prove my point. It does nothing but prove my goddamn point. Okay? The fucking moon is an artificial construct, artificial base for insectoid demons and draconian demons, and they use it to lower the vibratory rate of the Earth and the life on Earth, and they also use the moon to emit an extra magnetic shield over the Earth. Now, this whole time, when you hear these scientists and shit talk about the Earth's magnetic field is dying, the Earth's magnetic field is dying, that's bullshit. That's a lie. The Earth's natural magnetic field is perfectly fine. The Earth's natural magnetic field is perfectly fine. The magnetic shield is what's dying. The moon's magnetic shield is what's dying. All right? Which means that the powers that be, they know and understand that the moon's shield here is dying because the sun's frequency is rising and heating up. All right? Which is destroying the moon's magnetic shield over the Earth, which will allow souls to actually leave the earthly paradigm. All right? All right? And basically achieve godhood. They understand that. They understand that. So this is what the scientists and the astrophysicists and the astronomers are talking about when they say the Earth's magnetic field is dying. The Earth's natural magnetic field is always going to be here. All right? This extra magnetic shield is what's going bye-bye. And see, when this happens, there's going to be super levels of radiation, of photon and nuclear radiation, and plasma energy being emitted to the Earth, and the elites will not be able to survive on Earth's surface. All right? This is the energy of the sun overriding the energy of the goddamn moon. Okay? This is what is transpiring on the Earth right now as we speak. So there's three things that actually make up the composition of our soul. We have 6 protons, 6 electrons, 6 neutrons. We know that that's carbon, which is so-called melanin. All right. This universe is a universe that is made of plasma and carbon. This is a plasma carbon universe. This is a plasma carbon universe. The people that we know as Nordics, all right, the original Nordics, They come from a sulfur and silicone based universe. The Nordics, they come from a sulfur and silicone based universe. All right, this universe we're in right now is a plasma and carbon based universe. All right, so right here you have the 666, all right, which is connected to the ether energy as well. Okay, so you have 6 protons, 6 electrons, 6 neutrons, and they also put it here, all right, which shows the cycle of life. The cycle of life in the universe. This is what a lot of people don't understand in the so-called conscious community. Yes, carbon gives you plenty of advantages in this universe, in this material universe that we live in. But the carbon has nothing to do with your soul's progression throughout the higher realms. All right? Now, I'm going to prove that. Okay? Because carbon, the cosmic carbon, stores energy and information. It is the greatest storer. It is the greatest holder of energy and information. Now, when you talk about information, energy and information being transmitted and moved, that is plasma. That is the job of plasma, of the cosmic plasma. Cosmic plasma is what is used to move your orgone energy out of Earth's atmosphere. So for your soul to leave Earth's atmosphere, you're going to need your plasma energy to do that. All right? Your carbon is not going to be able to do that, folks. That is plasma. Okay? Look, the Aurora Borealis. The Aurora Borealis, what is it doing? It is moving. It is light energy. It is light photon energy, all right, that is moving the orgone energy, all right? This is orgone energy being moved by light photons. I'm going to repeat that. This right here is light photon energy moving orgone energy. This is light photons moving the orgone energy. So for your soul to leave Earth's atmosphere, all right, and actually escape reincarnation and leave the Earth, this extra magnetic shield over the Earth has to somehow be weakened or destroyed, all right? And the same energy right here you see with the northern lights, this same energy, this same light will be able to leave Earth's atmosphere at will. All right. The reason this light from the northern lights becomes trapped on Earth's surface is because of this extra layer of Earth's magnetic field, and this extra layer is artificial and it's being emitted by the moon. All right. The fucking moon is responsible for the goddamn soul trap on this Earth. All right. And like I said, there's even more evidence. There's more evidence. Do you know? In ancient Sumeria, they referred to the moon as Sin. Don't you know? In ancient Sumeria, they referred to the moon as Sin, and Sin is connected to low vibratory frequencies. The energy that comes from Sin is tied to low vibratory frequencies, low vibratory energy, right? Sins, evil, all right? The moon. So the ancient Sumerians knew what was up. They fully grasped and understood the moon's true identity and the moon's true purpose, right? Right? So did the you see what I'm saying? The elders of ancient indigenous tribes, all right? This was also shown to us in the movie known as Soul, all right? Disney Pixar, okay? Because these goddamn Freemasonic warlocks, they know the truth, but they give it to us right in front of our fucking face, all right? So we have the neuromelanin, which is actually carbon. It is melanin. Melanin is carbon in between a liquid and a solid state. Melanin is carbon in between the liquid and solid state. When the carbon forms into full solid state, it becomes crystal. All right. When the carbon and the plasma become fully solidified in the solid state, they become crystal. All right? All right? So these neuromelanin organelles around the cell, this is carbon in between the liquid and the solid state. Now, when you get carbon in the gas state, that is CO2. When you get carbon in the fully liquid state, of course, that is oil. But they lied. You see, the Freemasonic warlocks, they lied and said that oil was dead dinosaurs. They said oil comes from dead dinosaurs, but I've never seen a dead body turn into black liquid. I've never seen a dead body on the street turn into black liquid over time. See what I'm saying? I've never seen bones. I've never seen dead animals have to turn into bones before they turn back into soil. I've never heard of dead animals or dead humans bones being turned into black liquid. Okay, so that dark liquid is actually the blood of the earth. The dark liquid that they call oil, it is fully liquid carbon. It is fully liquid carbon. That is the blood of the earth. All right, and that is carbon in its liquid state. All right, now let's get back to orgone energy. Orgone energy is the essence of our souls. It is what keeps us alive. It is what we truly are. Orgone energy is our conscious. It is our true willpower, and it is our conscious. All right. It is the essence of us that will live on forever when we leave this realm of matter. It will be our orgone energy. All right. It will be our orgone energy that lives on forever. All right. And this is what they want to trap and keep on earth. The orgone energy. They want to keep it trapped on earth. All right. Now, orgone energy is more powerful than nuclear energy. Orgone energy is more powerful than magnetic energy. Orgone energy is more powerful than electric energy. Orgone energy is more powerful than the goddamn energy from the stars. Okay? And guess who proved this? His name was Wilhelm Reich. The scientist known as Wilhelm Reich proved this, okay? Because he conducted an experiment that proved orgone energy neutralizes nuclear radiation. Okay? Through the Aurora experiment, he proved that orgone energy neutralizes nuclear radiation. All right? And guess what happened to Wilhelm Reich after that? He was jailed. All of his research was compromised and seized and taken by the goddamn CIA and the FBI, all right? And he was put in prison or jail, all right? And shortly after, he mysteriously died, okay? Because the government, you know, see what I'm saying? The black budget government, they know the truth. They know the truth. The orgone energy is the chi energy, the prana energy, all right? And it is the most powerful energy in the universe. You know, actually, orgone energy is the most powerful energy in multiple universes. All right. You know, when they say the force in Star Wars, the force is orgone energy, chi energy, prana energy. All right. All right. And like I said, when this orgone energy becomes dense, so dense in this universe, it forms into plasma energy. All right. And when the plasma energy gets more dense, all right, it forms into carbon, and one of the purest forms of solidified carbon and plasma is a crystal. All right, so the crystal is now being used by our government for their their artificial technology and their weapons. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? These crystals used to be used to hold and store information by our ancestors and by the gods. They were, you see what I'm saying? We were able to move on to other dimensions, and we were able to actually put some of our life's memories and our life's accomplishments into these goddamn crystals, and we were able to actually put messages in these crystals that a random person could pick up and actually read. Okay? All right, I'm dead serious. And now these crystals are being used as weapons, right, by the beast government. They have to use the crystal to create a goddamn direct energy weapon and a laser. You see? You see? See, everything in this universe goes back to plasma, orgone energy, and carbon. Right? This is why they want us to donate so much plasma at hospitals. This is why they spray so many chemtrails, because they don't want us to pick up the plasma energy coming from the sun. They don't want us to pick up the plasma, orgone, ether energy coming from the sun. That's why they're spraying the goddamn chemtrails, and this is why, you see, they want us to donate the goddamn plasma. You see? You see? And this is also why that China and other world governments are planning to build a second moon. They're planning, folks, look at this very carefully. They are planning to build a second goddamn moon. And look, it says China will launch world's first man-made moon. That's bullshit. This goddamn moon you're looking at, the original moon, is artificially created. But this will be the first one made by man. You see what I'm saying? But both of the moons will be artificial. You see, they're planning to build a second moon. Why is this? Why is this? That is because this magnetic shield over the earth that comes from the moon, it is dying. It is dying. So they're trying to create a second moon to counter the vibration of the sun. You see what I'm saying? They're trying to counteract the goddamn solar flares and the orgone ether energy that's coming to the earth. They're trying to counteract it by creating a second moon, which will strengthen the magnetic shield over the earth. All right? And I'm here to tell you, these bastards have to be stopped. They have to be stopped. All right? You have to fucking ask yourself, if what I'm saying is bullshit, why the fuck are they putting billions and trillions of dollars together to create a second goddamn moon? If what I'm saying is bullshit, why are they wasting their time and their fucking effort and trillions of dollars to create a second fucking moon? You better wake the fuck up. All right? You better wake the fuck up. All right? We got to come together and tap into the forces of dark alchemy, tap into the forces of Hika, tap into the forces of Vodun. We must do this to raise the vibratory frequency on the earth, to raise the vibratory frequency of nature, all right? So the sun will correspond and send higher, more powerful waves of plasma energy onto the earth, which will completely shatter and destroy the goddamn shield of the moon. All right? All right? All right? Plain and simple. Plain and simple. But that's all I had to say on this topic. I appreciate everyone who supports RFG and Atlantean movement. If you want to see my video of me decoding the movie Soul, subscribe to the Patreon account. The link is in the description. I appreciate everyone who supports RFG and Atlantean movement. Please like, share, and subscribe. Please stay safe out there, folks. It's the chosen one, man. I'm out.